Chivalry is because what do you mean I'm walking with a table that weighs my size and nobody says, do you need help? Let me give you a hand. Chivalry is hello? Like,
Somebody said the realest woman in a man's corner is the one that he hurts the most. By the time he does right by her, she doesn't even know how to love him anymore. It's sad to see a woman love a man so much, helping him fight his demons. And in the meantime, he becomes hers.
Ooh.
Ever wondered why do cheaters move on so fast? They don't. They just relocate their bodies. But their guilt, that stays packed in the same suitcase. They can switch partners, cities, even identities, but they can't run from conscience that knows what it did. You'll see it in their eyes, hear it in their laughter, feel it in their silence. They never moved on. They just started pretending better. Peace out, pumpkins.
Gentlemen, please don't get upset, but where are you? Where are you good guys? Where are the good guys? Because a lot of single women, friends, family members are asking me, where are the good guys? How are they supposed to meet great men? Please, where are you? I mean, I know I've gone off topic. I don't talk about men. I'm married. But I'm just asking, where are the good guys? Can you go out there and meet our lovely ladies? Please.
And once again, you have the signs: shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. That crap is not going to work on men anymore.
This one's for my single girls. If you are at all looking for a partner, come to Bass Pro Shop in the hunting clothing section. I am married, but if I were to go back in time to when I was dating, I would get off the dating apps immediately and come to Bass Pro Shop because there's a ton of eligible bachelors here. A lot of the men here just seem like genuinely good men and providers. Obviously, I'm married, so I'm taken by like the hottest guy ever. But for those of you who are single, 10 out of 10 recommend coming here. Like, it's a gold mine, especially the hunting section.
Always remember, men deserve nothing and women don't owe men anything. I could never get married because I can't imagine having a bad day and then having to go home to a man.
When women say, I hate all men, I don't ever correct her.
I don't know what it is about men, but I don't like them. I really don't like them.
When y'all be in my comments saying you don't like men, no, I don't. And if you find yourself liking a man, you need to fill in that space. Go back to school or start a business.
I am a perspective person and I put my feet in other people's shoes. I understand where they're coming from. Have I felt like that at a point in my life? Yes. They're not just saying that for decoration.
I don't think a lot of people know this word exists. Misandry is hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against men or boys.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. And really, with modern women, when they talk crazy, when they sound crazy, when they don't take accountability, the only thing that you can really do is step back and move out of the way.
Girls going down in the DM like that? Like a lot? Like a lot? I don't even know how to do. Like, what do they say? Hey, hello?
The girls?
Yes.
They got all these little tricks. I don't know if you're interested in stuff like this, and then boom. I don't know if I should like it. Picture, videos.
Okay, without picture, if they're just trying to talk to you.
It's boring. It's 2025, girl. You got to come in the DM strong.
I don't even know where I would begin.
So you're saying you have no game?
No, I have game, like, if we're already texting.
That's why the DM is only for a certain kind. It's ex-strippers. It's ones that need to pay their rent. They're fun girls. So when they come into the DM, it ain't no, hey, how you doing? It's, this is what I'm showing you.
Okay.
I've had DMs where the girl is performing on her boyfriend. You could be him. I mean, you are kind of talented, you know? Like.
Guys, does anyone else's husband or boyfriend do this?
Center Delta 9252, holding short 10 left, ready for departure.
With your flight level 370. 1312 Miami Center, squawk 6-0.
Mocking your husband for a hobby that they enjoy behind closed doors is rude. Posting it online so that others can mock him and make him the butt of the joke is the opposite of love, and it's actually very disrespectful. It should never have a place in your relationship. Your husband should have different hobbies that you don't understand because you're two different people, but you should support him in it because you like seeing him happy. If that's not the case, then you got way bigger problems, and I feel bad for your man. He definitely deserves better.
You know, even for the patient guys, even for the good guys, when they don't get reciprocation from you and it's always them doing things, how do you think that's going to go?
Part 2. So yeah, about the bear situation, I'm choosing a man because I'm definitely afraid of bears, grizzlies to be exact. But let's get back into it. You have to pay for conversation. Y'all are not approachable. Ladies, y'all don't be approachable. Too transactional, only wanting money. Always begging. Y'all be out here begging these men, sisters? No. Yeah, I know, sis. Too much attitude. Most act like escorts. Y'all put y'all dates on social media and make men look like creeps. They do not like that when y'all post y'all videos about y'all dates. They are afraid of that you will get on social media and talk about them. Too masculine. Always looking for a man to pay their bills. Men are valuing themselves over y'all. Not worth it, no peace. Part 3.
All right, y'all. The question is, why are less men committing today? Well, your girl got an answer for you. Let's get into it, family. Here's the reason why I think men, and this is just from my perspective, what I've seen, why some men ain't committed. I think overall there's a fear of missing out. If a man is truly desired, he's successful, he's got options. And it's hard to settle when you have so many options. In addition to that, we as women are all vying for the same type of guy and missing out on really good men that have all the right intention for a man who isn't ready to settle down and may never be ready to settle down. I say this all the time. If a man is just not in that headspace, I don't care how good a woman is, he's not in that headspace. We also have to take into account the quality of women that are out here. I believe most men want a certain type of woman, and I think that woman is harder to find these days.
You know, at some point in time, and I think modern women know this, they just don't care. When you never take accountability and all the responsibility continues to land on the man, and the man is always wrong, the man ain't anything, then men get tired of that treatment.
Ignoring her? Let me tell you what you're really doing. You're only teaching her how to live without you, my brother. Men often think, oh, she's suffering, she's missing me, she's waiting for me to come back. But here's the hard truth. You're not breaking her down, you're helping her adjust. Now, let me ask you this. If you keep pushing someone away, what do you think they're gonna do? Sit around crying forever? No, man. She's learning how to find her own peace, her own strength. She's realizing she doesn't need to depend on you for her happiness. And that's a lesson that could make her stronger than ever. She's adjusting to life without you, one day at a time. As the saying goes, you don't realize the value of what you had until it's gone. So if you're ignoring her thinking it'll keep her close, think again. Ignoring her is only showing her how to move on, and eventually she will. So don't make that mistake. Treat the ones you love with respect and attention, or one day you'll wake up and realize you taught them how to live without you. If you agree, drop 100, follow, and share this with someone who needs this message.
And I think for modern women, they don't really understand the connection or the spark that you thought you had with this man. By you not taking accountability and respecting the man, over time, that little connection and butterflies and the spark that you thought you had is going to erode.
The bar that much. A couple weeks ago, I posted a video. I was sitting at Trader Joe's getting ready to go in, and a couple next to me in the car, they come over, and the guy simply just opened the door for his girlfriend, wife, whatever she was. And I said, oh my God, that's so nice. Wow, I love seeing that. And I wrote, oh my God, you idiot, that should be the bare minimum. Like, even role reversal, if I was at a store and I saw someone walking behind me, a guy, and I held the door for him, like, at the time, no one was saying anything. Yes, a ton of females liked the video, but for some odd reason, it now has made its way over to like the male side of TikTok, and it has gotten some traction and pissed off a lot of the men. I am getting hate comments that I'm saying that I think it should be the bare minimum that you possibly maybe open the door for your girlfriend once in a while, or wife, whatever she is. One guy suggested in his comments that I should be wearing a helmet, insinuating I'm a and then I said, what? That's not very nice. And then he proceeded to write back and post a picture of clown shoes. What am I missing here?
I know this is probably like an unpopular opinion, whatever, but like,
all of these women that are out here being like, oh, men just think they're the prize. And like, I guess I understand the concept behind the comment, but like, shouldn't they also be a prize? Like, I know I'm a prize, right? Like, we know what we bring. Like, I worked too damn hard on myself to be won by another freaking loser. Like, I also want a prize. Like, I want somebody who brings as much to the table, or is the table, just like me. I don't need to be in a relationship like I've been in the past. I want something better than that. And that should be a prize, right?
You know, modern women go through these phases, these attitudes, and when you continue to be so inconsistent about it, men stop taking you seriously. There's not really a whole bunch that they can do with you because they don't know how you're going to feel from time to time.
I genuinely believe that you're sincere in asking me where I've tried to meet men before deciding to use a matchmaking service. My congregation is suburban and full of families. The gym, I go to the gym, I work out, I go home. I do not interact with any men that I see there because, again, it's also quite suburban, and I'm going to assume a lot of them are married. The store, what store? I'm not walking up to any strange man in a store. I don't care how good looking he is. My dog agrees. My dog agrees. Anyway, I hope that I'm going to have a good result with the matchmaker and smash that follow button if you want to hear how it goes.
And, you know, one thing, or, you know, one of the things that's going to get a man to check out extremely quickly is when you start moving the goalpost and talking about all of the things that you can do but he can't do, and all of those foolish standards that you got going on. No, I'm gone.
Wheels and more, because supporting our local community with easy, affordable payments is what being your local tire shop is all about. Back to school.
This once, I'm gonna say this again, man. Never, ever, ever beg for a woman. Don't. If someone wants to walk out of your life, you let them go. That's it, man. If they don't want to reconcile, they don't want to get better with you, bye-bye. That's it. If they cheat on you, bye-bye, right? You guys got to learn how to deal with their disrespect. That's it. As a man, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you do what you want to do. I'm going to pray for you. I hope the best for you, but I'm not going to play the games. I'm not playing games with you. Get up and get on your grind, homie. You use your pain that you're feeling inside right now to better yourself. Lock in with your purpose. Lock in with the gym, or you can go get a pump, homie. Lock in with God, more importantly. Lock in with the one who made you, with the one who loves you, the one who has a purpose for your life. And do what you need to do to constantly improve. It's not supposed to be easy. Life is not easy. Life hurts. Life sucks, man. It's draining. But you have to learn how to use it to your advantage. Get up and do what you need to do to better yourself despite how you feel. It does not matter how you feel, man. Not as a man. It does not matter.
I just watched a video of a lady who's in Dallas, and she just went to a singles event, and she said it was terrible. She said it was packed with a bunch of women, and no men showed up.
Full of women. It was like 10 men in there. And like half of them was with their girlfriend.
I do have a question for y'all. I hear a lot of men saying they're giving up on women, and I also hear a lot of women saying they no longer want to deal with men. But every time there's a single mixer, all these women show up, and no men show up. So somebody lying. I mean, somebody lying. This ain't adding up.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
If all of these women are so-called tired of men, sick of our garbage, don't want to deal with us anymore, don't want to get married, decentering us, why do these women keep showing up to these singles events knowing that the men aren't going to come?
Why?
Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the women are lying, but the women are lying because they are looking for us. Y'all can say what y'all want online, but we don't believe you. You need more people. You showing up to these events, the men ain't. And I just want to know why. I'm just asking for a friend. I don't really care about this. My homie want to know. I'm just asking for my home.
Okay, guys, there's this really pretty girl in the park, and I'm about to leave, but I cannot leave without saying something to her. I feel like we've been making eye contact. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Hi. Hi. I'm so sorry to bother you, but you're so pretty, and I wanted to know if I could get your number.
Okay, so here's the thing. One, I know you're recording, so I don't like that. And
I'm just recording.
Like taking. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Just so you know.
No. Okay. Stop talking. Sorry, because I was just in the middle of telling you that I didn't.
Wait. Are you being serious? Are you being serious?
Obviously, I'm being serious. We don't know each other.
No. Yeah. No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would just. Like,
I am pretty though. Like I get it. Like, you wanted to tell me I'm pretty. I know.
Okay.
What did you think was going to happen next?
Okay, you're being crazy right now, but I thought that we would like exchange numbers and maybe like hang out. Like I wanted to take you out for a drink.
Okay, and that is not going to happen. So I think this is done. I think our interaction can be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, bye.
Bye.
She's coming.
I'm looking for a woman that's not only fit, feminine, cooperative, and submissive. I'm looking for someone that is ready to be a wife. The good book says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And I'm looking to find my good thing. I do want a woman that has some sort of independence, that she wants to be with me, but she also has her own life that she can spend with her friends. She do her own thing sometimes, maybe even travel a little bit. But I also want someone that's there for me, that's all about the honor, respect, the duty, understands those things. I preferably like a woman with no children, and I also preferably like a woman without tattoos. She does very minimal tattoos, but definitely not a butterfly tattoo or one on the neck. I like a woman that loves sports because of the fact that I've coached for over 20 years. Whatever it is, whether it's pickleball, handball, whatever ball she likes. That's what I like. So hopefully I can find her on Meet to Marry, because at the end of the day, I'm getting a little older in there. I can't be the old guy in the club forever. So I want to be able to find someone to meet to marry. And hopefully this shows where I find her.
Wanting the experience of the men would come to me thinking that they just wanted to get the rocks off, right? So much of that is rooted in performance, right? And being strong all the time and wanting to have sex all the time and being masculine and being stoic and providing. There was no flexibility there whatsoever. What would be revealed pretty quickly was that they weren't being seen or acknowledged or witnessed for their full selves or heard at home or in their private lives. And they would try to bring it up. They would even be going to therapy, and they were just being met with rejection across the board. Rejection there for a man is the equivalent of women's emotions being totally rejected and minimized. So, as much as we try to reduce it's just and get over it, it's a huge part of how we communicate. It's another language. So they might try to proposition their partner and their wife and be met with rejection, not knowing what that rejection might mean to her. Maybe what's she not being seen as? What needs aren't getting met of hers, right?
Yeah, why did she say no?
Yeah, exactly. So then it would become this gridlock, this, standoff. So then the shame just keeps just festering and proliferating and building from there. And there's nowhere for them to go. So what would occur is this kind of silent atrophy where it's like this acceptance of the status quo. This is as good as it gets. So I'm going to keep the cookie cutter relationship over here, and I'm going to go over here to get this need met. So what my work is rooted in now is finding ways for men to start telling the truth and communicating and disclosing parts of themselves without blowing up their marriage or without having to go to the worker.
This is the root of your unhappiness.
Unhappiness is when your expectations of how life is meant to be going go unmet. And this explains why a kid in Africa who gets rice, I was born in Africa, I was born in Botswana, a kid in Africa who gets rice can be euphoric. But a billionaire in a Michelin star restaurant in West London, his 3 Michelin star steak comes without the sprinkle of dust or whatever they put on it. He will be visibly pissed off and complain because his expectations of the world and how life should be going go unmet. So one of the ways that you can make sure you're happy, it's not Lamborghinis, it's just like having better expectations, reasonable, realistic ones. And this applies for relationships. If you have healthier expectations of your partner, you will have a better relationship. If you have unreasonable expectations of their perfection when you are flawed yourself, you should expect to have a really miserable relationship. They will never meet the expectation. Expectation is the curse of happiness.
If you want to be happy, don't just have reasonable expectations, though. Limit your expectations. Eliminate the unnecessary expectations. Don't lower your standards, but eliminate any expectation that isn't serving you and is getting in the way of your happiness.
That's right. And an expectation is different from a standard. An expectation is an assumption I have about what you would or should do. And that tends to get us in a whole lot of trouble. A standard, on the other hand, is a value that I have, and I choose to enter into agreements with other people in a way that respects and honors those values.
But seriously, where are women supposed to find guys to meet? Do you know the delusional things girls have been telling each other? They go to Lowe's and look lost, go to a bar at happy hour and read a book. It's creative advice, for sure. But guys, do us a favor and let us know where you hang out, please.
The reason that video is insane is because of these comments. I made a video a while back about why are people having such a hard time dating right now. And I had a friend message me and say, it's super, super hard for guys to approach girls in the current dating culture. So my friend sends me this video and says, read these comments and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Read these together with me. They're going to blow your mind. So the first guy says, in response to her question, where are the guys and tell us what we can do to meet you? He says, I'm in the friend zone. This one though, super interesting. At home most of the time since we're done being considered creeps for just existing. I hide in my room because I'm afraid of rejection. Now this is in response to, should I go to a bar or should I go to Lowe's? This guy says, I'm at those places, but we've been yelled at, scoffed at, and called a creep for trying to start a conversation, so now we just enjoy being by ourselves, more peaceful that way. At our job or at home, and you can read through, and it's hundreds and hundreds of comments with the same sentiment. This is a super complicated dynamic. I'm a millennial, and I definitely grew up thinking that being catcalled, hit on, stared at was worst case scenario. It wouldn't have been unrealistic for me to have overcorrected in response to that. I got married when I was 19 though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. What do you guys think? Why is this the dynamic? Why is this happening? Girls want to meet guys. Guys are hiding from girls. What do you think?
Robbie was safe. Well, it's a hurricane, yeah, and it's coming down on you.
Where do I even start with this one? This is toxic at its lowest level. This couple in public, yeah? Arguing, tension, written all over them. He clearly wants space. He's walking ahead, trying to calm himself down. You can clearly see that he does not want to deal with her right now. He is begging for space, and she won't stop. She keeps poking him. She keeps pushing him. She keeps following him. She keeps wanting to engage. And she's disrespecting him publicly in front of many people. This is the worst thing you can do to a man in public, especially when he's at this state. When he pulls away, that is not the moment to go and chase him. That is the moment to back off right away. Walk next to him quietly, or walk behind him, or walk away and let him breathe and come back to you. But do not keep egging him on. Don't nag him. Don't instigate him. All you do is make him feel trapped, embarrassed, and disrespected. Not good. Men do not regulate like women. Sometimes they need some silence. Sometimes they need a little bit of distance, and sometimes they need a moment to cool down and cool off so they don't explode at you more. But she didn't give him that. She cornered him in public. No privacy, no space, no dignity at all. If your man is asking you for space, respect it. Give him that moment. That is how you keep the relationship from blowing up. And that's how you keep the respect alive. Women, don't do what this woman is doing.
I just came across this video of this woman basically like she's profusely sobbing. She's basically saying like, oh, if you're married to a man, even if he's a good man, you are going to lose yourself. And she doesn't know if his marriage is even worth it. Are you unhappy because you're not doing things that you love, or is he actively stopping you because you're prioritizing his wants? If you're in a marriage with a man and you're not doing things that you love and that you prioritize, you are going to feel as though you lost yourself to him. If you feel this way, 9 times out of 10, you're not with the right man. I know you want to argue with me, But let me give you an example. Yesterday, I knew I was going to be out all day hanging out with my friends, at cafes, at dinner, and hanging out and chatting, filling my own cup. So I got up at 11 a.m. before I left, made my husband dinner, said, hey, I'm not going to see you till later tonight. Enjoy this dinner that I made you because I know this is how you like to be loved. See you later. I hang out with my friend all day. I get home around 9 p.m. and the house is spotless. House is vacuumed, the floors are mopped, and the only thing that I have for my husband is a good time and a good attitude. And is there anything I can get for you, babe? Because there is a give and there's a take. There is not just, I'm giving my all to a man and I'm not getting anything back. That means you're with the wrong individual who doesn't value your own happiness. American society has told us, like, in order for us to find, like, ultimate happiness, it has to be about me, 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 and, like, this individualistic, like, idea and this attitude that I have to be happy all the time and there's no sacrifice for happiness. It's, like, it's so unrealistic, and it causes, like, people to feel as though I'll only be happy if I'm alone. But that's not real. It's not even a real thing. It's not a real thing. And we tell ourselves this. And I just want to say that I understand that people go through these things because men can be literally the most terrible beings on this planet. And they only prioritize themselves if you let them. But if you do not, hello. Hi.
Women are always saying the same. They're always asking the same question. Where are all the good guys at? There's no good guys. I can't find any good guys. It's tough out here right now. And you gotta stop and wonder, what exactly do they think they mean by good guy? What do you think they mean when they say good guy? And if you go into the comment sections of these TikToks or these Instagram reels, you see a bunch of guys in there saying, oh, we're right here, but you didn't want us. And I think there's a misunderstanding, and I want to connect the dots for you because I don't think you fully understand what women mean when they say they want a good guy. See, most guys, they just assume women want jerks, and jerks definitely do better than submissive, passive, nice guys. That's for sure. But what if there was a third option? I'll explain it to you like this. Imagine it's 2,000 years ago, prehistoric humanity type. And you have a cave, and in that cave, there's one female who has to decide between two males. Now, male A is very aggressive and brutish and domineering. He doesn't even treat the female very nice, but he's an excellent hunter and protector. Male B treats the female like a queen. He dotes on her. He's emotionally available. He's very kind and polite, and he really is invested in her well-being, but he's not a good protector and he can't hunt. Now, if you're the female, male A is the obvious choice. Why? Well, because survival is more important than emotional comfort. And so you have to understand, in the woman's subconscious, that decision-making process still exists to some extent. Now, it looks a little different in modern day, and that's what I want to break down in this video, because what if I told you there was a third option? And this third option, this third male archetype, is what women are talking about when they ask the question, where are all the good guys at?
Modern women, if you really get your head right, you'll understand that you can be a man's greatest weakness or a man's greatest strength. A lot of y'all right now are the reason, a major reason that a man is unmotivated. And obviously he's got to, motivate himself and, at the end of the day, do his own thing. But he don't need people fighting against him that say they're supposed to be on his team.